Tom Cruise's Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning, a film that will leave audiences breathless. The excitement surrounding Tom Cruise's Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning has already reached fever pitch, months before its official release. The much-anticipated 2025 action-packed film is set to take viewers on a wild ride filled with heart-pounding stunts, intense action sequences and edge-of-your-seat moments. The franchise, known for pushing the boundaries of action cinema, promises that the final entry will not only meet the high expectations set by its predecessors but will likely exceed them. Recently, Mission: Impossible 8 director Christopher McQuarrie gave fans an exclusive look into the film's development process, revealing a shocking reaction from an audience member during an early screening. The director shared that the film had an initial screening for a select few, and one of the fans who attended the event was so overwhelmed by the action sequences that they admitted to almost having a heart attack. McQuarrie recounted the encounter during an interview with Total Film, stating that the fan was visibly shaken and expressed how they felt suffocated throughout the entire sequence. While McQuarrie didn't go into specifics about which scene caused this intense reaction, the comment was a clear indication of how Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning is aiming to top all expectations when it comes to heart-racing thrills. The director humorously remarked, "I guess we did something right," reflecting on the incredibly positive feedback that the screening garnered. The fact that an audience member could experience such a visceral reaction to the film speaks volumes about McQuarrie's ability to craft moments that are not only visually stunning but also emotionally charged. It's a testament to the film's potential to push the boundaries of action cinema, continuing the Mission: Impossible legacy of setting the bar higher with each installment. While the specific action sequence that left the audience member gasping for breath remains a mystery, McQuarrie's comments have fans eager to see what kind of thrilling moments await them in Mission: Impossible 8. The previous entries in the franchise, particularly Mission: Impossible Fallout, featured some of the most mind-blowing action sequences ever put on film, and it's clear that the new movie will follow suit. The Mission: Impossible franchise has always been known for its jaw-dropping stunts, but it looks like the team behind the final chapter is determined to take things to an even more extreme level. The Mission: Impossible series has built its reputation on Tom Cruise's willingness to perform his own stunts, often taking on perilous and physically demanding tasks that most actors would shy away from. Whether it's hanging from the side of an aircraft, performing high-speed car chases, or executing intricate fight choreography, Cruise has made a name for himself as one of Hollywood's most dedicated and fearless action stars. In Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning, audiences can expect even more of these daring feats, as Cruise continues to push himself to the limit for the sake of authenticity and excitement. One of the standout aspects of the film, as teased by McQuarrie, is the inclusion of technical sequences that are bound to leave audiences in awe. One of the most talked-about stunts in the film involves Cruise's character Ethan Hunt hanging from a plane in a dangerous mid-air maneuver. This stunt, which was filmed under extremely challenging conditions, is expected to be a showstopper and has already generated a great deal of buzz. It's just one example of the many thrilling moments that will be packed into the film. But it's not just the high-altitude stunts that will have fans on the edge of their seats. McQuarrie also teased intense underwater scenes that promise to be some of the most suspenseful moments in the film. These sequences, which required meticulous planning and expert execution, will showcase Cruise's commitment to delivering a gripping cinematic experience. However, McQuarrie also revealed that even the 62-year-old Cruise was nervous about filming these underwater stunts, highlighting the sheer scale and danger involved in bringing these moments to life. For longtime Mission: Impossible fans, The Final Reckoning represents the culmination of years of storytelling, character development and pulse-pounding action. Ethan Hunt's journey has taken audiences around the globe, from the bustling streets of Paris to the icy mountains of Norway, and now the final chapter will bring the character's story to an unforgettable conclusion. It's a bittersweet moment for fans who have followed Ethan's adventures for decades, but it's clear that McQuarrie and Cruise are determined to make sure the ending is as thrilling and satisfying as possible. The film will also see the return of several key players from previous installments, including Hayley Atwell, Simon Pegg, Vanessa Kirby, and Ving Rhames. Each of these characters has become an integral part of the Mission: Impossible universe, and their return promises to add even more depth and excitement to the final film. Atwell, in particular, has been generating a lot of buzz for her role in the film, with fans speculating that she might have a more significant role to play in the story's resolution. Despite the action and high-stakes drama that has come to define the Mission: Impossible series, McQuarrie has always been committed to grounding the films in character development and emotional stakes. The relationships between Ethan Hunt and his team members have always been at the heart of the story, and in the final reckoning, it seems that the emotional stakes will be just as high as the physical ones. This balance between heart-pounding action and compelling character arcs has always set Mission Impossible apart from other action franchises, and it's clear that the final entry will continue this tradition. As the film's release date approaches, fans are growing more eager to see how the franchise will conclude. With the pressure to deliver a fitting and satisfying conclusion to one of the most successful action series of all time, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning has its work cut out for it. However, based on the early reactions and the level of talent behind the film, it's clear that McQuarrie, Cruise, and the entire team are more than up to the task. The official release date for Mission Impossible 8 is set for May 21, 2025, and fans are already counting down the days until they can experience the final chapter of Ethan Hunt's story. The film is expected to dominate the box office, as it will undoubtedly draw large crowds eager to see how one of the most iconic action franchises of all time wraps up its epic saga. Whether it's the breathtaking stunts, the emotional depth, or the gripping suspense, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning promises to be a cinematic event that fans won't want to miss. In the end, Tom Cruise's dedication to delivering top-tier action and performance continues to be a driving force behind the Mission Impossible franchise's success. With The Final Reckoning, he's set to leave audiences with one last unforgettable adventure that will go down in history as one of the greatest action films ever made. For those who have followed Ethan Hunt's journey, this final chapter is sure to be a wild, heart-stopping ride, and it's a fitting conclusion to a legacy that has